Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for July 17th, 18th, and 19th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for my Capricorns. Hi, my Capricorns, how are you? Well, you know I'm using my two Radley Valentine decks. I'm using my Angel Tarot cards for the main message, and then I'll try to just pull the one from my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I prayed, meditated, and infused both decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I'm an intuitive channeler, so I open myself up to my higher power. Whatever the message is for someone maybe out there, it just comes through. Now, I have three cards face down. The second and third are reversed, so it's got a little stronger impact. I will tell you two now. Now, also, July 20th, we have our new moon, the second new moon in Cancer. So, this is not common, okay? So this is the second new moon. This is, now Mercury's going direct, even though we're not quite where it started off yet. We're about to enter into Leo season. Yes, I'm going to get my Leo readings out. I need to do them. I promise you I will. But the thing about this, Cancer's about trust and home, and this is about second chances. Okay, so remember, full moon, new moon, it gets smaller, let go. New moon to full moon gets bigger, ask. So this is all about those second chances. Good energy. Now, here we go. First card for my Capricorns for the weekend is the Four of Air. Air energy is our Libra, Aquarius. It's also our Gemini energy. It's our thought process. It's also our words. It's how we express ourselves. It's what, it's also how we're thinking. I said thought processes, but it's also directional with our thinking. So sometimes sometimes you need to stop talking so much and stop thinking so much. Sometimes you need to be more in that moment, but it's also about, I'm feeling kind of for my Capricorns that, you do think. Yes, I know you're an earth energy here, but your mind is always going. You probably have 3, 4, 10 jobs. And if you only have one and you're working like 50, 60, 70, 80 hours, you're always going, so part of this energy for you, my Capricorns, is to pull back a little bit. Part of it is to let that brain take a rest. Maybe it could actually mean what it says, and maybe it's time for you to take a vacation. Maybe it's time for you to get away this weekend, okay? But I feel it's more a case of you need to slow down your thoughts a little bit, and you need to, it's that thing where it's the, they talk about the right brain, left brain, the creative brain, the analytical brain. It's like, you have both parts of your brain going all the time. It's not a kind of step back, maybe do something a little bit fun, maybe something that doesn't necessarily have to do with your work. I know this sometimes, with Capricorns, you are extremely hard workers. I never worry about money. You might, but I never worry about money for you because you always have that way. You're always thinking. This might be that time to just kind of let things happen a little bit more. Okay? Okay. So time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. And that is something that my Capricorns, I don't necessarily know that you feel comfortable doing, but meditation is a way to help to silence the mind. Okay? Now, when I'm meditating, it's not necessarily in a pose, and it's not, because if I'm meditating, it's like, okay, don't think. I'm thinking, don't think, no more thinking. So there's other ways to meditate than just say, no, my mind needs to silence. No, my mind, and then it's like I'm not silencing it. So I start talking to myself if I'm trying to do what I think is meditation. Now, meditation then to me has become going outside, sitting, looking at the trees, saying how pretty, that's what meditation has been for me. So really think about what that would be for you to kind of silence that mind a little bit, or at least to slow down the thought processes. Okay, your next two cards are reversed. Here we go. this is the King of Earth. Now, King of Earth is your energy. It's also Taurus and Virgo energy, and it's solid energy, something, someone you can touch. A lot of this has to do with home, but a lot of this has to do with your work, your profession. So, and maybe that's the thing. Maybe you're thinking too many things. Maybe you're overthinking what it is you want to be doing next. But the King of Earth is like at the top of his professional game, sees what needs to be done and goes ahead and does it. Has a really good thoughts, has a really good thought process, but also has a really good work ethic also. Okay? Knows what needs to be done and can do what needs to be done. Sees things bigger than just, sees things kind of like, what is the bigger picture? This could be, maybe you've been thinking about how am I going to retire? And, whereas you've been doing your work, you've been doing what you need to do, you might be a little bit worried about retirement, but yet you've been doing what you need to do. And retirement is actually is more stable than what you think it to be. Okay? So some of the worries are not as valid, but you always do want a little bit more. Okay? So this weekend it's going to be kind of that looking at your picture, looking at your path, looking at where you're going to do. I'm just going to say maybe you need to appreciate what it is that's going on around you for this weekend and not necessarily worry so much. Okay, generous, professional, responsible, practical, a successful time. And here you are kind of like, and I'm not saying that this is worried, but this is kind of like your mind just going too much. So this is a successful time. Enjoy that time. Confidently accept opportunities you're offered, the Midas touch. Your last card, this is a reversed. Here we go. The Eight of Water. Now, water is Cancer, Scorpio. It's also Pisces energy, fluid, emotional. There's also, there's also this very deep emotional thing too. And maybe that's what, because I know that even though Four of Air says time to take a vacation, meditation, all that good stuff, I just feel like you're thinking about your options. Things are going fairly well for you right now, but maybe you're getting bored with it. Maybe on an emotional level, it's not necessarily reaching your emotion. Whatever you're doing is not satisfying your emotional needs. And maybe that's why your brain is, so active right now. Maybe you're looking at these different occupations, these different, outcome type of energy. Okay. So a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. So you're kind of having a really, I would say that you're extremely, I would say that there's a little bit of a conflict going on this weekend for you. I would say that you're conflicted. In some ways you're like, okay, I'm making money. In some ways you're like, I need to think about another way to make money. So there, and being conflicted is not bad because a lot of growth does come from that. However, when I'm talking about meditation, sleep can even be in its own way a form of meditation. When you hear the thing, sleep on it. So you have a problem and instead of tossing and turning, you go, you know what? I'm giving it to my higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, my divine, whoever that is for you. And I'm just going to, and then, how many times, I don't know. I know it has happened to me multiple times. I've either woken up in the middle of the night knowing what I needed to do, or it was there for me the next morning, okay? So that could be where we're, it's kind of like let your mind rest a little bit. The problem, the problem doesn't go away if you stay up all night. Let yourself rest, get a good night's sleep. There's this conflict about what am I going to do? And I can see the conflict because it's like, here I've been working really hard or I should be happy with what I'm doing. I'm just not. What am I going to do? Ask your higher power and then go to sleep. Sleep on it. Okay. So there's a lot of decisions to be made during the night. Here we go. Your last card is reversed. Here we go. There's a lot of decisions made during the night. Okay, I promise you, I was not, this is just, anyway, decision. Archangel Jophiel. So I'm going to just say you need to sleep on it, okay? You need to sleep on it. Release yourself from that which holds you back, a need to detox, a necessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. So, and again, I can understand it. I mean, I've been in that situation, I should be very grateful for everything I have and, but, and it's always the but, isn't it? So you just need to sleep on it. Okay, my Capricorns, that was kind of funny. Anyway, my Capricorns, if you enjoy my readings, remember down there, please like, share, subscribe. It does help to support my channel. I really appreciate you all. I really, really do. But as always, my Capricorns, know that you are loved. Stay safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.